Hey guys, what's up? It's Savannah, and today I'm gonna do a smoky eye tutorial. I am gonna do this very easily and very quickly, just whenever you're on the go or you just feel a little bit lazy and you just want to do a smoky eye. Excuse the mess in the background, excuse my hair. We are working on making new YouTube videos for you guys, and we are reorganizing the whole thing. So be patient with us. We will be uploading more stuff. For now, this is going to be a quick video. So please share to your friends, to like, subscribe, and also in our comments below, write down what type of videos you guys want to see from us.
So first I put in my contacts, and then I put this band around just to keep my hair in place while I'm doing my makeup so it doesn't get in the way. Make sure it's nice and tight. Now we're going to start gluing our eyebrows. I use this brush and that glue stick. I like the smaller glue stick because it's easier to manage and to put all over your eyebrow rather than the big one, and it'll get all over the place. I start by applying the glue all over, and then you want to brush your eyebrows upwards. Make sure each hair of your eyebrows is going up because you don't want them going in different directions. And do the same on the other side. Be aware it is glue and it will be drying, especially if you have a fan on. So avoid any wind, any fans. That way it's easier for you to mold it up. In any case that you mess up, just add a little bit of water and you can remold it. Let that first layer dry, and while it's drying, shave your face. I use this machine that I got at Walmart. You can use a razor, you can use whatever you want, whatever your preference is. A clean face equals a clean canvas, which gives you better work. So make sure you are shaven down complete. At this point, you're going to do a second layer of glue. Same thing. Go up, glue up, and make sure your eyebrows stay up. Now this is an extra tip. I sometimes glue down my sideburns or the top of my hair. That way it stays in place when I put on my lace front. Now it's time to prime the face. I use two different products from YSL. I use this one in my T-zone and I blend it with my fingers. You want to make sure your pores are filled nice and smooth. Let it dry a little bit and then apply the second primer. This one I like to put all over my face and neck. You don't need to do this following step, but I like to blow dry it. And now it's time for your third layer of glue, but you're also going to need your powder and your powder puff because you're going to set this one. Apply your glue to the right opposite side and then upwards. That way you get glue inside each crease, if any. And then apply the powder over your eyebrow and repeat the same thing on the other side. Now your eyebrows are set in. You want to brush off all the excess powder because you are about to draw your eyebrows. With this Jeffree Star brush, I like to draw my eyebrows. It doesn't have to be this one. You can use any thin angled brush, and I use that color to begin drawing my eyebrows. I like to draw a line, kind of map out where I want my eyebrows first. Then I start filling them in from the beginning towards the end. Remember, I am using a lighter color, and I just figured this technique from someone I saw on Instagram, and I darkened the ends with a different color. You can't really tell, but I am trying my best to blend these two colors together. Unfortunately, the camera was not in where I wanted it to be, so I will have to redo this eyebrow section in a different YouTube video. But all I'm doing is blending and making sure that it goes from light to dark. Now it's time to clean your eyebrows. I use this flat brush and I use a very light concealer. Some people use white. You can do that. It's all up to you. My favorite concealer is this one, so I use this instead. I start cleaning the underneath the eyebrow first, and then after that I go at the top. This is a little bit tricky because you want to make sure you don't take away too much of your eyebrow, and you want to make sure you don't leave too much of your eyebrow because you don't want thick eyebrows either. Also, since we are on eyebrows, make sure the eyebrow shape you are doing fits your face. I've seen girls who do eyebrows that make their face look smaller, or it makes their face look too big. Try to play around with different types of eyebrows, draw different ones on, and you can see which one best fits you. Right now I am cleaning the top. I first start in the front, in the middle, and then I clean my way out towards the outside. I'm sorry if I sound funny. This is the first time I'm doing a voiceover. I usually do tutorials with me speaking in them, but I figured that takes a long time. So I'm doing it this way now, and if I forget some words, I'm sorry. I forget my English dictionary and my Spanish wants to come out. Also, while you guys are watching this, if you want to check out my bio on Instagram, I do have a link onto where I get my contact lenses. They are prescribed, and you can also get them not prescribed. I have a code on there that you can use for, I believe, 10 or 15% discount. Go to ttdi.com. I will say eyebrows do take a good minute with me, so please be patient. It takes lots of time. Also, pro tip on eyebrows, if when you are gluing them and they do not want to stay up, don't worry, it happens. You have to train your eyebrows. You got to keep doing it to make sure that they stay up. Now I'm using the same concealer and I'm gonna blend in the middle of my eyebrows. You want to make sure they are not too together and not too separate. I blend in the corners on the inside, and I also take that down my strip on my nose. Once you're done with that, you're going to start applying your concealer on your T-zone. I don't use any brushes to apply it. I just use my finger. Make sure your fingers are washed. And I also add a lighter concealer. Some people like to add white. You can go ahead and do so. I usually put white when I'm doing more of a drag look. Right here, I am blending it out. Make sure you just stay in your area because you don't want to mix it with the rest of your foundation just yet. Now grab your foundation. This is what I use. I apply it all over my face. And don't forget your neck. I do grab a Dermablend spray and spray this sponge I use to blend my entire face with. and just blend, 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 blend. Once I get to my nose, this is where I kind of shape it, not completely, but I kind of map it out, I want to say, so that you can kind of see where you're gonna contour afterwards. Make sure everything is blended very well. You do not want to have any creases anywhere, because then you will be able to see it once you set it. Using your beauty blender, reblend all of your highlight. With the lightest color or with a white, apply it over your eyelids and blend it as well. Now it's time to contour. I use this one from Anastasia and I apply it to my beauty blender first, then I put it on. Once you apply it, I like to use the foundation beauty blender to blend it so there's no harsh lines. If you're looking to do a cut cheek, I would apply the contour with the stick actually on my face, but because I want a softer look, I put it on my sponge first. I will be doing a contour video on its own as well, because some people like doing a cut cheek and some people just like doing a very blended cheek. Also, don't forget your neck. I only do the sides and the middle. Try to hide that Adam's apple as much possible as you can. Once everything is nice and blended, make sure there's nothing you have to edit. Grab your neutral set and powder and set your entire face. Make sure you do not miss a spot. You want everything completely set. Now I grab this brush and I dust off. With my Morphe brush, I will get into my contour colors. I used powders, and make sure you do your entire forehead, get into your hair so that way your wig or your lace blends in very well. Some tips I will say, it depends on the brush you're using, how harsh your contour will be, the type of fiber you're using, the type of contour you're using. Try to find the one that best fits you. You're basically putting powder contour all over your cream contour so it is darkened a little more. Now I'm gonna grab this Anastasia contour. It's a little darker. You want to grab the same brush, but this time don't apply it all over, just apply it closer to the end, if that makes any sense. It's so it blends from darker to light. On your cheek, you want to make sure it is darker by your ear and then blend it all out towards the outside. Now you want to grab your brush to contour your nose. I start at the very top with the same contour I use on my face. I start with the lighter one and then I blend it out. With the Anastasia one, I go back in with the same brush and just make sure I darken it and blends out into a lighter color. With this brush, I like to get a little bit of a yellow goldish color and put it all over where I want it to blend more evenly. This is something I use. I'm not sure if it really does the trick or if it just makes me look more yellow, but I love the outcome. I'm gonna grab my suntan powder from Airspun and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that underneath my cheeks. And that is to highlight. Using a mixture of banana bread from Huda Beauty, I apply that underneath both of my eyes and I also put it on my forehead. Make sure you apply enough because this is a smoky eye tutorial, which means you're gonna have black going everywhere. Now using my Nirvana palette, I'm gonna use this brush right here, and that's gonna be for the white. You're gonna apply that underneath your eyebrow. If you want to have a brighter white, I would apply a white cream base or some kind of base that will get more of the pigment, but Nirvana is so good to me, I don't need to do any of that. Now I'm going to use the Norvina palette one more time. I'm going to use the black with this brush and I'm going to apply it just like as if it were eyeliner, because later on I'm going to smudge this out into another color. Make sure you apply enough that you can smudge. You don't want it to look gray, you want it to look black. Also apply some to the bottom of your eye, on your waterline. I do not use eyeliner at all in this tutorial. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a bigger brush. You want a bigger brush so you can blend everything out and make it look very smoky. Looking for my palette, found it. I'm going to use this color right here and I'm going to blend it with the black. Make sure you do the same thing to the other eye. I usually have a hard time with this eye getting it the same. I don't know why. If you have the same issue, comment below and let me know if you know anything I could do to help me make it easier on me. Now I'm going to use this color. This is from Jawbreaker Jeffree Star, and I'm going to apply it on the outside just to give it a little bit of more color and not just a smoky dark. Make sure you apply it underneath as well, just so it all combines together. Using this tiny brush, I'm going to get black and I'm going to put it in the corner of my eye and smudge it into the inside. I know you can't really see. Again, I'm so sorry. I apologize. My setup, I have not done this in a good minute. So, yeah. Do the same thing to this eye. It's in the corner, and then start smudging it in and blending it out into your eye. Using your big brush one more time, blend everything together. At this point, I saw I needed a little bit more black, so I went ahead and added more to it, just so that it was a little more brighter. Do keep in mind, it is better to start off with a little bit of black instead of having too much black and not being able to do anything with it. Going back to my Nirvana palette, I'm going to use this yellow right here, and I'm going to put it in the inside of my eye so I can create somewhat of a crease. Don't worry about it being perfect because we are going to be putting glitter over it. And also, how cute is my Ariel brush? Now we're going to use one of my favorite products. It's a Stila glitter. It is ready to use. You just put it wherever you want on top of your lid. I am doing it in the center, blending it out into the black. Make sure you don't put it on the yellow yet. That's going to be a different color. Using this gold one, I'm going to put it on the corner of my eye, in the top and in the bottom. Again, don't apply that to the yellow part just yet. Now using this Stila, it's a little silver. You apply that one over the yellow just so it gives you that shine, that highlight. Things are looking good, but once I put the glitter, I felt like I needed a little bit more dark, so I added more black into my shadow just to make it pop more. Again, we're going back to the Nirvana palette and using the black. With a very tiny brush, you're going to do your liner with powder. Make sure you get as close as you can. If you like using liner, you can go ahead and use liner. I didn't want to use it this time. It seemed it was going to be quicker if I just did shadow. Make sure you go underneath as well. I don't like applying it inside my waterline because I do have delicate eyes, but if you like so, go ahead and do so. Again, grab your big brush and blend, 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 blend. Using a blow dryer, I like to blow away all of the excess that fell underneath my eye. And using this brush, I completely dust off my powders that I was using to bake my face. A big mistake some people do is when you dust off, you remove the entire powder. You don't want to do that. You just want to leave some in there. Do it very, very lightly. Using your contour brush from earlier, go ahead and go over everything just to make sure you don't lose any of the colors. Using the gold again, go ahead and put it all over again inside of the corner of your eye. I like to do it just to give it more of a pop of a color, and I used a little bit in the inside of my eye to give that yellow a pop. Using this brush, I'm going to use my Anastasia blush, and I like to apply just a little bit. I don't like very, very bright pinks or reds. I like to use a very, very, very light pink. Now it's time for my favorite part, some highlight. Using this Jeffree Star brush, I'm going to apply it all over my cheek. You want to make sure you apply it on your nose and also at the top of your lips. Now it's time to line your lips. I know some people don't like lining them. It is so much easier for me when I do it. At first it's a little difficult, but it becomes a habit. Unfortunately, you can't see it because the light bulb was in the way, but you will be able to see it in just a little. Now I'm going to fill in my lips with this Gingerbread Man Edition liquid lip. Make sure you get an even layer because once it's dry, it will stay that way. Now using this brush, I'm going to go back into the Anastasia contour one, and I'm going to contour again just on the outside so it gives it dimension to my face. Now it's time to set your face. I use Huda Beauty. If you have your favorites, comment below and I will make sure to try them out. And I also use a blow dryer to make sure everything sets in. Now it's time to put on your mascara. I like to do a little bit right before I put on my lashes. That way I can see where my real lashes are and I don't apply any glue to them. I just made these lashes. I'm gonna put them on. Hopefully I like them. I use this bonding glue and I use a little bobby pin so that I can apply the glue to the lash line and then I will be able to put it on my actual eye. I will give a little warning. The glue I use for my eyelashes is not meant for your eyes. So please be very careful if you use this product. I use it myself. If I risk myself, that's me. If it's you, try something that's safe, something that's good for your eyes, something that's meant for your lashes. I grew up on this and this is what I like to use, but it is not highly recommended. So if you do use it, please be very careful and do not get it inside your eye. Both of my lashes are on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on so they can blend together. My false lashes with my real lash. This next step I just started. I bought these extension lashes that are little tiny pieces of lashes instead of having to cut a whole one. And I apply 3 different ones underneath for bottom lashes. I also grab a rhinestone that's very tiny. I believe it's a 20S. I'm not sure. I need to look into it. And I put it right underneath. Again, I wish you were able to see this, but I'm gonna have to do another video just specifically on lash. Now my lashes are on. The face is beat. We are ready.
Voila! There you guys have it. It is the Smokey Eye tutorial by me, yours truly, Savannah F James. I promise you guys I will be posting more videos on so many different looks. I want to do some drag looks, I want to do some Halloween looks, I want to do some fishy looks, anything. You guys comment below if you want to see something I have never done before. I will make sure to do it. All this will be gone. I will have some new lighting equipment, I will have a better camera, and I will have a backdrop as well. So you guys, please subscribe below to our channel. India Farah will be posting a new video soon as well. So please share this video, tell your friends, follow me on social media at Savannah F James, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.